Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to delve into a kind of scientific subject and also pseudoscientific subject. The title of the subject is Science, Sham, and Pseudoscience by Dr. Karl Popper. Dr. Karl Popper has actually introduced pseudoscience. We all know what is science, but most of us don't know what is pseudoscience. Science means we understand the definition or the connotation of science is that anything which is proven, which can be experimented and substantiated. That is called science. For example, automobile science, so we know that automobile can be created and it can be driven, it can run. Aviation science, aeronautic science, in which the planes are made and the planes are definitely flown. So science means whatever is said, whatever is written, whatever is experimented, and whatever the knowledge we have gotten or experiment we have gained, or all five kinds of knowledge are involved in science. Declarative knowledge is involved, heuristic knowledge is involved, procedural knowledge is involved, meta-knowledge is involved, and empirical knowledge is involved. It is all fact. Whatever the scientists would say, they are going to demonstrate. That is science. We all can understand this thing. But very few people can actually fathom the connotation of pseudoscience or sham. So I've actually prepared 4 points to elaborate, explain, and coax and cajole my listeners about the science, sham, and pseudoscience. Point number 1 is science is proven fact. Pseudoscience is hypothesis. Whatever is proven by the scientist is science. And whatever scientists have actually made the hypothesis, only imagination, only assumption and presumption, that is called pseudoscience. For example, Albert Einstein said that the speed of light is 3 lakh kilometers per second, and nothing in the world can actually travel faster than the atom or speed of light. A couple of years back, German scientists tried to prove Albert Einstein wrong and his theory erroneous. But it was not erroneous. They proved it, tried to prove it, but they proved themselves erroneous, not Albert Einstein. And they proved that yes, nothing actually moves faster or travels faster than the speed of light. But also Albert Einstein said about Big Bang, and it was proven. So it is science. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light is science. But Albert Einstein says that the beginning of the world was by Big Bang, and the end of the world will be Little Bang. Now, Little Bang is still not a science. It is hypothesis. And hypothesis means pseudoscience. Every single thing we know about moon, about Mars, is science. But whatever we know about other planets, other celestial bodies, celestial entities, about meteors, about asteroids, all those things are still not experimented. That is why they can be called pseudoscience. Science is substantiated. Pseudoscience is based on assumption and presumption. For example, about 100 years ago, people used to believe that solar eclipse and lunar eclipse are annihilating on the planet and every planetary life, including human. That was pseudoscience. But today we know that nothing like that transpires when you are going to look at the lunar or solar eclipse. When you observe solar eclipse, You can use some guard, like wearing dark glasses, so you are not going to, if your vision is poor, or your eyes are poor, your eyesights are weaker, and you are geriatric, you are senior citizen, then perhaps your cataract would be aggravated. So to prevent the aggravation of your cataract, you can wear some kind of guard. That's all it is. It has no negative impact of every terrestrial existential terrestrial body, nothing at all. Because 100 years ago that was pseudoscience, today it is science. Because it is proven now, absolutely positively proven, that it has no any kind of negative impact or odd impact on human, animal, or creatures. Point number 3, science is universalis. Pseudoscience is belief, localis. Whatever is believed all over the world, across the globe, scientifically, that is called science. And those things which are believed universalis, those things have proofs, documentations, substantiated, all kinds of evidence, experimented thing and everything. Like, say, for example, last year, we did not have vaccine. And all the ideas and all the thoughts and all the planning and all the experiments about the vaccine were all pseudoscience. Why? Because those early days vaccines did not have any kind of scientific backup. But now all the AstraZeneca and Sputnik and all that are proven vaccines that they work. And they do work. That is why we can say that these vaccines are scientifically backed, scientifically experimented, proven, scientifically, I should say, proven, scientifically substantiated, scientifically experimented, explored, and scientifically said. Science is behind it that these vaccines work 95% to prevent COVID. So now, just only 1 year ago, whatever the vaccine we were actually using, or whatever the therapy doctors were using, was all only placebo or pseudoscience. Today, we don't use any kind of placebo. We don't use any kind of, we can say, pseudoscience, but we are using all scientific therapies, scientific melodies, scientific vaccination. Point number 4 is about Sham. One thing is science. One word is science, second word is sham. Science means everything that works. Sham is everything that is concocted, make-believe. People cheat us, like snake oil salesman. Snake oil salesman is going to come to our home and say that I'm selling you the snake oil. It means panacea. It can work 100% of your melody and all other hidden melodies. But that is not snake oil, because snake does not have oil. So when someone is actually selling snake oil, that is called sham, not science. So we believe in all kinds of astrological things, that the moon, a full moon has this kind of impact on human, and this kind of planet and that kind of planet, when they move around and they move in this kind of alignment or opposite direction, this and that human has this kind of adverse impact, and ocean has that kind of adverse impact, and the planetary things have this kind of adverse impact, and animals and the flora and the fauna, every single thing will be influenced and impacted negatively or adversely by that kind of astronomical and astrological movement or changes. That is all humbug. And every single thing which is humbug is known as sham. Like Trump is still saying, just yesterday he was saying that election was still stolen from him. That unbelievable person, unyielding person, obstinate person does not have any kind of faith in science. That every single vote is counted scientifically in America, and every foggy person, every nitwit, every Looney Tune, every simple Simon and the simpleton believes and has faith in American scientific system. But this guy does not believe mainly because it is a sham that he is actually spreading, proliferating in the American society, whitewashing and converting and distorting the thinking of unthinkable Americans. Americans are smart, but sometimes they are naive. Sometimes they are naive, and their naivety is led by their loyalty, blind and doggy loyalty in their leaders. No, that is not loyalty, that is not being faithful to leader, but that is personality cult. That you don't believe in God, but you believe in human on the planet. So that's all the time we have. Thank you very much for listening. We are going to touch upon some other subject next time. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.